Hi Capricorn, welcome to your harsh truth reading for November. I laid everything out, started talking and forgot that so everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Okay, so we have Two of Pentacles here. This could be you trying to find balance in a situation, trying to figure out what's the best course of action. It could be that you're trying to please everybody and you're starting to realize what a mess that might create. Okay, so we've got Page of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Tower, Seven of Cups, the Fool reversed, and the Three of Pentacles. I will clarify when I feel the need to do so if I'm unclear about something. All right, so I think what you want to be true here, I think probably that it's just a lack of planning or progress, that once everything gets going, it'll be fine. This is somebody, if this is situational, this is just delay after delay, frustration, and maybe bickering because you're frustrated. If this is a person you're dealing with, this is somebody who can be very petty, someone who can be stubborn, controlling, tit for tat, immature, vindictive, that sort of thing, okay? So if it's either a person or a situation, you're hoping that with time, that it's just situational. With time, things will level out. You certainly don't want to have any regrets about this, and perhaps you don't want the other person to be thinking that they made a bad decision or that it's not worth it for the future. You don't want to feel like this is a bad investment for you per se. You don't want to have pushed for something that's not going to give you rewards down the road. Basically, you're considering your investment in this. And it looks like you're worried about either you or your partner thinking that you made a bad decision or it's not worth it. It's just like the cost is greater than the payoff. Let's clarify just to be sure. What's this Page of Pentacles reversed about for Capricorn? Page of Pentacles reversed for Capricorn. Yeah, this speaks to either the relationship or an energy, but somebody in the relationship is really is not really balanced emotionally, in the sense that love is conditional. They can be kind of controlling, moody, jealous, unrealistic about things, demanding of your time, very tit for tat about things, and it's all about control and power. There might be an imbalance of power or just one-sided relationship. Somebody can be this speaks to codependency also. So just someone could be very needy or emotionally controlling, manipulative in the relationship, and because of that, things aren't progressing. So I think this might be you. We'll clarify, but I'm thinking this is you going, uh-oh, what did I get myself into? And this is you trying to come to grips with it. Like, okay, all right, should I wait this one out? Is this just situational? All right, so those two fell out. We're going to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this speaks to you feeling trapped. What you don't want is you don't want to feel like, okay, I'm out, either the person or you. But I think this is about you feeling like, okay, made a bad investment, and I want out. I want out. I don't want to feel trapped. I don't want to feel like, oh, next, because this could be that you've invested and now you don't want to have to move on. You're hoping that it's just situational, that somebody's just will grow out of it, or the situation will normalize, when in fact this is actually quite serious, or it's quite a stressful issue. It doesn't look to be something that will stabilize. In fact, this might be just the beginning of things beginning to crumble or fall apart. This could be just the beginning stages. This also could be a wake-up call. Like, this behavior or this situation could in fact be like, look, cut your losses, okay? Cut your losses, because it's not, this is, and I'll clarify that. I mean, watch, stick my foot in my mouth. It's probably going to be a marriage proposal, right? But it's going to be a good thing. Everything's going to be fine. But with these clarifying situations here in the reverse, it doesn't seem like this is a good idea to progress with this person. Just because if you do, it's just going to go from this situation to this, okay? All right, let's clarify this Tower, please. This could be disastrous. Wow. All right, so eating my words. Okay, so we've got a disastrous event or a wake-up call here, and basically you're moving through the sadness, and now you're feeling like, well, now what? Like you're kind of just distant and aloof, and so it could very well be, and this doesn't have to be like catastrophic. Typically it is, but when it's clarified by moving on and acceptance, and now the feeling of now what, this speaks to coming out unscathed, because if all you're feeling is disappointment and then you've got the Four of Cups here, like, well, now what? It's almost like, okay, dodged a bullet. So I guess this is going to be advice, because this could progress into this, but either way you come out like, okay, wow, had a pit. Okay, that's what it, okay. This is realizing. This is you realizing, okay, I get it. This is a choice. You're trying to go back and forth, much like right here is weigh the pros and cons. And I think what has happened for the Capricorns that I'm reading for is that you've had a jolt of clarity here. You've realized a few things, that this is not a practical investment for you, in the sense that there's going to be nothing but drama with this person. And it's not going to get any better. And so I think realizing that, you have accepted that and you're ready to move on, but you're also, it's like you kind of pulled back and you're reevaluating things. You're reconsidering your whole approach to everything. There might have been a breakup that caused this clarity. There might have been a breakup and now you're sitting back thinking about things, and then you realize that, you know what, I probably dodged a bullet here. I probably am better off for not being committed to this person for right now until this issue can clear up, because I certainly don't want to feel like I've invested poorly, shall we say. Okay, so any one of those situations, and this is general, but definitely a feeling of like, okay, I'm really hoping that this is situational, this person kind of matures. We got pages and knights here, so hoping for some maturity, because right now it's just all we're doing is bickering. I don't want to feel like if I progress with this person that I'm going to regret being involved with them, or that it's just going to get progressively worse. So there's been a breakup and you're going back and forth, evaluating, considering, needing to make a decision, or trying to find balance in this situation. So there's either been a breakup and you're reevaluating and you're kind of ruminating and thinking over things, or you've had this bolt of clarity, this jolt out of the blue, and you're like, oh, okay, it's very simple. I'm not mad anymore. I realize the situation. I see it for what it is. I'm going to pull back. I need some space, and I'm just going to think about things. And you're in this mode. You're like going back and forth mode, reevaluating. All right, so 8 minutes on that first row. What you want to happen is, I think you want clarity. Because if this is your energy right here, this is about still not being able to really make a decision. This is also thinking things over and not being able to make a decision, or not having made a decision. I think you want the clarity. You want clarity. You don't want to be reckless. You don't want a new beginning that's going to lead to naught. You want clarity. It's going to be work with this person. It's going to be work. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups, please. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're getting impatient. You want to do the right thing. You want to make a solid decision. You want to come from a position of strength. You want to, you want the decision to be right. You're getting impatient. You want to be able to make a decision, or if this is the other person, you want the other person to hurry up and grow up, get out of their own way, pull their head out of their, behind. You want them to hurry up and grow up. You want to be able to make a decision. Either way, there's impatience here, and you want clarity, okay? This Fool reverse, this is I don't think you want this new beginning with the situation the way it is, obviously. But I also think this speaks to you not wanting to be reckless or not be prudent about it. You want to be able to have faith and to take a leap of faith. You don't want to feel discouraged. You don't want it to be like, just like I said, it's all for naught. What's this Three of Pentacles about, though? Because this could be a few things. Okay, so that fell out. This could be, all right, the thing about the Three of Pentacles is this is work, typically teamwork and collaboration. Okay, this could be that you are taking a break and you're going to date other people. This could be that it's going to be a lot of work to be with this person, or you're going to have to work together. If this is going to work, this situation needs to resolve and you need to work together. You need to be on the same page. This is typically about collaborating and work. So this could be that you're pulling back from this relationship one-on-one and you're just going to go back out into the dating scene and keep everything kind of just dating. You're not going to get serious. You're not going to be, offering any cups of love or pursuing anybody individually. It's just, you're going to pull back and you're going to just keep it light and date. This is about this being over because in some instances, this could be about isolation, loneliness, that sort of thing. But I think this is, after this experience, this is kind of like, okay, well, I'm not going there again. I just want to keep things light. I just want to date. I don't want to get serious. I don't want anything that is too involved. This also could be Virgo right here. Okay. One more for this Three of Pentacles, please. For Capricorn, this Three of Pentacles for Capricorn. And that just fell out. And we got the Four of Pentacles. So we got a couple of fours here. Let me see what that is. Hold on. I always got to check that. Four of Pentacles, two fours. Insomnia. So here's the thinking. Here's the ruminating. This is making a decision. This is ruminating. This is like just... There's some mental energy over an emotional issue being spent here. There's also self-preservation. But the Two of Fours it could be that this is keeping you up at night, okay? This is spending a lot of mental energy thinking about this. For some of you, I feel like it started to get weird and you started to have your doubts and you're like, I don't know, and you pulled back and then it hit the fan and you were like, whoa, glad I dodged a bullet on that one. And this is you back here watching all of it going, okay, I'm not mad. I'm not in it still. I mean, I'm out of it, but I'm really glad that I didn't get the full force of this. And so now I'm just going to keep it light and date people. I'm not going to get serious. I almost got really serious or was ready to go there and someone just kind of got weird with me and I can't afford that right now, emotionally or mentally. This is about self-preservation. This is about basically this is a miser card, but I think this is you playing it close to the vest or chest, whatever the saying is, because, hello, you don't want to go through this. Don't blame you. So this looks to be like you dodged a bullet, Capricorn. Truly. It could have been a lot worse. Trying to figure out what to do after an event happened. You're like, okay, I'm not mad, but I'm not going there again. I don't need that. I don't want to feel like I've invested poorly and then I'm in a mental prison and I answered prayer. So this could be that I think this speaks to you wanting clarity and just not knowing what to do yet, just waiting for the answer to come to you, pulling back, watching, thinking, maybe it's keeping you up at night. The answer is coming, the clarity is coming. This speaks to putting it out there in the universe and being divinely guided, okay? Have faith. Something is revealed, there's an insight, and there's a breakthrough. Yep, these two are tied. Yeah, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to what comes up throughout the day because you're spending a lot of mental energy on this. You're putting out into the universe, right? And all of a sudden, you might get snippets of replaying conversations. You might have a song stuck in your head. You might have dreams. Pay attention to that. Those are messages. So just be aware. Last one for Capricorn. Yay! This is a protection and destiny. So often the Tower can be a card of karma and destiny. And so this speaks to, yes, definitely being divinely guided. Things are going on behind the scenes here. Yay! This is, of course, this is life being created. But this right here shows the mechanics behind it, everything going on behind it, and how you're being divinely watched over and protected. And things to a certain degree, of course we have free will, but things are to a certain degree destined. So just know that this is all, don't beat yourself up too much over this. It's all part of the grand design, and pay attention to those dreams and songs and everything that's coming flying in, because it is meaningful. So, okay, I hope this was helpful, Capricorn. Glad you dodged this bullet. Stay aware, stay frosty. No, thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.